Okay, so his sentencing was due, or it is due in just a few days, but people are saying he's trying to make a Hail Mary pass to try and get himself out of it. After being arrested in September 2023, he was found guilty of 2 charges, transportation for engagement in prostitution, but cleared of the more serious trafficking and racketeering conspiracies. He's facing up to 20 years in jail, but his defense team is arguing for much less. Most recently, Combs' lawyer submitted a legal submission to the court calling for the rapper to be jailed for no more than 14 months, which after the time already served would mean he walks free almost immediately. His lawyers doubled down on claims that his actions were actually protected by the First Amendment during a hearing as part of their ongoing push for an acquittal. Okay, they're saying that he was the producer of amateur corn. He's a consumer of amateur pee. This type of amateur corn, whether it's live or recorded, is protected by the First Amendment. Right, prosecutor Christy Slavic, who spoke on the First Amendment issue, insisted Diddy's hiring male escorts across state lines didn't involve free speech. The act that violated the law was the transportation, which is not protected. The freak-offs and hotel nights were performances that he or his girlfriends typically videotaped so they could watch them later. In other words, he was producing amateur corn for later private viewing, and generally speaking, most corn is protected as long as it doesn't involve children or obscenity. Prosecutors have insisted, however, that Diddy wasn't paying the PR prostitutes to make blue movies in their own court filings. The record shows the defendant was anything but a producer of adult films entitled to the First Amendment protection. Rather, he was a voracious consumer of commercial sex, paying male commercial sex workers on hundreds of occasions to have S with his girlfriends for his own arousal. All right. Moreover, the conduct.
So that boy really was an Adam 22.
The Mann Act, causing the interstate transportation of an individual for the purpose of prostitution, is not entitled to First Amendment protection. All right. The judge will be ruling on his push for acquittal. He's set to be sentenced. Okay. And according to a new article by the Hollywood Reporter, apparently the trial judge is actually considering vacating the rapper's 2 convictions. So it says that the federal judge overseeing the Diddy imminent sentencing on the 2 counts, this page is all wonky, on the 2 counts in the split verdict at the sensational trial is now weighing the argument from the mogul's defense team that his conviction should be vacated if he must have a new